Hi, welcome to lesson 2 of What is a Ratio, and we're going to be doing question 1 from the student booklet, and this is suitable for Key Stage 3 or Key Stage 4. The first part of the question, 1A, let's read it. Always a good thing to do in any assessment, any question, read the question thoroughly. In maths there's a lot of English included. So it says, in a car park there are 24 silver cars and 8 red cars. What is the ratio of silver cars to red cars? So let's remind ourselves from the last lesson, what a ratio does is it compares amounts, it compares quantities. So let's represent those silver cars by some silver counters. Now, just to make it easy, so you know there are 24, I'm going to organise these into 6 groups of 4. You could organise them in other ways, of course. Have a think about that while I'm setting this up. So 6 groups of 4 will make it clear that there are 24 cars. I could have organised them into one group of 24, but that would be a little difficult to see. How else could I have organised them? Hopefully some of you came up with 3 lots of 8. That would be a little easier to see, I suppose. Or I could have put 2 groups of 12. But I've chosen 6 groups of 4. You can easily see there are 24 silver cars. Okay. It says there are 8 red cars, so I'm going to organise those in a similar way into 2 groups of 4. Okay. So we've got our silver cars on the left and our red cars on the right, just in the same way in the order that's in the question. 24 silver cars, 8 red cars. 24 silver, 8 red. Alright, so let's think about how many in total there are. So how many parts is this made up of? It's made up of 24 plus 8. Hopefully some of you will be coming up with the answer in your head. 24 plus 8 will get 32 in total. So there are 32 parts in total. Now what's the ratio of silver cars to red cars? Well, the ratio is 24 to 8. But we're not finished yet. So 24 to 8, remember how we write that. 24 is the first amount and 8 is the second amount. Now some of you hopefully will be seeing we can cancel that down, and the way we do that is we think, how can we put this in its simplest form? Because there are numbers that will go a whole number of times into 24 and a whole number of times into 8. Okay, and actually the biggest number that does that is 8. So I can rewrite that as 3 to 1. That means there are 3 silver cars for every 1 red car. Okay, and let's just make sure we believe that. 1 red car, 3 silver, or 3 silver and 1 red. Let's just move these over the side to make a bit more room. 3 silver, 1 red. 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 Okay, so that just proves it. Now let's go to part B. So I'll just move these out of the way. Part B, let's read the question very, very clearly. Let's count as well out of the way. It says the ratio of cows to sheep, so we're comparing 2 amounts. The ratio of cows to sheep on a farm is 4 to 5. Cows comes first in the sentence and 4 comes first in the ratio. So 4 represents cows. 5 comes second in the ratio, and sheep comes second in the sentence. So sheep represents 5. So we've got, let's use some counters. Here are some I prepared earlier. The ratio of cows. Cows are clearly blue and round. And sheep are yellow. Okay, I'll just make that into a nice pattern so it's easy to see. Okay, so we've got 4 cows and 5 sheep. Now what's the ratio of sheep to cows? So these are cows. Let me just label these so we can clearly see. Get some paper, excuse me. Where have I put the old paper? Here we are. Okay, so let's label these so we don't forget. So cows, 4 of those. Cows, and I'll just put 4 so I don't get them mixed up. Cows. See that? And these are sheep. And there are 5 of those. Okay, so hopefully you can see those. Okay, so 4 to 5 cows to sheep. And the question is asking, what is the ratio of sheep to cows? So if we were to rearrange this and swap those around, and therefore also swap these around, the ratio would change, because in the order that the question's asking sheep to cows, it's 5 to 4. So the answer is 5 to 4. That's the ratio. And of course in total there are 9 animals, because there are 5 sheep and 4 cows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Thank you very much. Your homework for this lesson is the work for this lesson is to write some ratios and send them to me. Okay, you might be ready to share them in our next lesson. So think about ratios. Maybe you can count the cars down your road where you live. What's the ratio of one colour to another, and write that down. You might be looking around where you live and thinking about, okay, what's the ratio of sofas to chairs, or what's the ratio of knives to forks in the cutlery drawer, or what's the ratio of mugs to glasses. Okay, so write down some of those examples, some real world examples, and either email them to me. My email address, I'll write it for you, is, spare paper here, don't I? My email address is Lewis, yes, that is my name, Lewis Lynch at Cobb School, City of Birmingham School.com. So you can either email them to me, or you can have them ready for the next lesson. Thank you very much.